Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all,
and this is taken in at the 5. A huge play there for Washington. 48 yards.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far, and you know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and goal from the 1. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. From a yard out. And Washington has taken the lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy's steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And some room to work. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Flush to his right. Got a man. It's Gibson complete. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Here's Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing his lock on third down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Lock to throw for it on fourth.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The ball resting on their own 5 here as they come up to the line on second and long. After the run, now Stafford going to throw. And got his man complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Eagles 7.
First and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up.
They'll run with Sanders. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Greg Stroman back deep for Washington. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot him.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On 2nd and a yard. Lock. Flushed out right. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
10 at the 27.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. On 1st down, it's Gibson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
4 yards. He's brought down at the 30.
Clock now to throw. And he's He's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Watch the run, watch the run. Go, go. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's go.
On play action, Lock. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Washington first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Lock. This is brought in by Gibson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Washington, first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
61. Matchbox, right. Box trap.
Again, it's Lock. Now Lock, he lost the football. It's out. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes this Washington 21, Eagles 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 44. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
At their own 43.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
At the 33-yard line.
They fake the handoff, now Lock. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
Gibson, the ball
Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with the tackle.
the 49-yard line.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, block. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
The 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll complete this to Gibson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Block off of play action. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here's Harris to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Yeah, this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. 11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play. First down, Philadelphia.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
By the wide receiver.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
49-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Block working out of the gun. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And Ingram holds it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. We'll find Gibson here complete. Locke 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Washington.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Complete.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Locke looks to throw it again. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Stafford. On the crossing route, complete. It's Fuller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
1st down
from the red zone now. Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll run with Sanders. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. Once again with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half. And that trend is continuing here.
On 4th down, Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10.
Number 86.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a second down.
And 2 at the 9-yard line.
I'm scared. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. I 7, let's go.
Here's Locke to throw. That one caught by Gibson. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
80 weapon, 80 weapon.
To throw it is Locke. He's got his man on the crossing route. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
7-yard line.
Clock now on first down. And this is going to be incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 15. That one good for 37 yards. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
To number 18.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Second and 3 at the 8-yard line.
A quick throw outside by Locke. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Washington 35. Eagles 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got a man. Complete. Give him 32 on the play.
It's a gain of 32. First down.
Stafford now to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Second and 10, Stafford again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To the air again, Stafford. Deep ball for Goodwin. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Troy Apke, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays. Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it? It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win. They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own
the Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
16 yards.
To try again after the sack. Stafford, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Kenny Fuller there on the coverage.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Troy Apke. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
At the 46-yard line.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. A lot going to throw it here. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he'll find Hall. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number.